We're actually just getting ready to start the, what is this trail called?
Sioux Hustler.
SHT.
Oh, SHT too.
We like to call it, we don't like the name of this trail, so we're going to call it the SHT2, or the other SHT trail. I think it's about 12:30, and we're just getting started on the trail. The Sioux Hustler Trail, or the other SHT, is a lollipop loop, and right now we're on the stick hiking to Devil's Cascade. And the fall colors around here, I think they're at about 50%. Really pretty golden kind of aspen leaves, poplar I think leaves around here. And here are our buddies, Angie, Andrea, hey, Nancy. We think we found our first beaver dam. I think there are quite a few on the western side of this loop. I like how cool this is. And we're looking at rain for the next couple of days, so this might be the best day out of the bunch. So enjoy. Well, we think we just made it to, what's it called? Devil's Cascade campsite. Whew. That was quite a hike in. We got a little turned around. If you're doing this hike and you're tempted to walk through the marshy area, don't do it. There's a beaver dam that threw us off but a little bit, but this is the campsite and it looks gorgeous. There's a fire ring and some logs to sit on, which I always appreciate. Oh, and there's a view down here. Let's go see it. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so how is this a canoe site?
I don't know. I don't think it is.
Boundary Waters. I think it's Boundary Waters Canoe site.
Look at that. We're gonna go to bed listening to the sound of a waterfall tonight, and I am okay with that. Check out those colors. Well, we are leaving the Devil's Cascade campground. I think it's 8:30, and we have a slight chance of rain today. This is a gorgeous site. Plenty of places to hammock and camp. And I will also add that this campsite it was not me. It was full of red squirrels that are very, very friendly and brave, and mice that will run into your tarp and try to cuddle up and sleep with you, because that happened to me. All right, well, we're getting ready to hit the trail.
When we came in, it was like, wait, what? It felt like this is the main path, but it took us to the camp, so that's gotta be it.
So there are no signs on this trail, and so we look for things like this. So those rocks tell us that this is the way to go. Look at this rock.
Oh, wow.
It looks like this is just gonna fall off, but it's probably been there for 1,000 years or something. Yeah. It is so quiet here.
Oh no!
You can do it.
I hope.
That is like the tiniest little beaver dam.
Uh-huh.
Tiny but tricky. Oh, there's two swans. Look. Oh, and a baby. An ugly duckling. Literally, it's an ugly duckling. What's it called?
Cygnet.
Really?
C-Y-G-N-E-T.
I've heard that word, but I did not know that's what it was. Every time we run into a tree, we have to decide whether we're going to go under it or over it. And this is Oh, yeah. I think, you know, going over might be easier because if I get down here, I might not get back up. Oh my gosh. Ugh.
Look at her technique.
She's the youngest one out of us. She's more limber.
Nature's first green is gold, her hardest hue to hold. Her early leaves a flower, but only so an hour. Then leaf subsides to leaf, so Eden sank to grief. Dawn goes down today, nothing gold can say. Robert Frost.
Very nice, Nancy. So Andrea and I are running about a half mile down, I think it's about a half mile portage, down to see, we left our packs with our friends and just running down the portage because I think this ends with a view of Canada. And I just think that would be cool to see on this trip. So it's probably just gonna look like, I don't know, the other side of the lake, but we'll know it's Canada. Check this out. We just saw a couple guys go by, and one guy had, I've never been portaging in the Boundary Waters, but his backpack looked like he had a whole person in it. It was impressive. So I was like, that is the biggest backpack I've ever seen. And then a guy came by with a canoe, and he was like carrying it one-handed. Oh, how long do you think this spur or this portage was for us, Andrea?
3/4 of a mile or so.
All right, but we got to walk it back. But we couldn't resist. We caught up with the canoe guys. Here's that awesome backpack I was talking about. Whoa, that's so cool. We had to come down here and see Canada. See that? Right there. Boop. This is so pretty. Oh, I just want to sit here for a second. It is raining. I should probably get back and put my rain jacket on. I think it's going to be a wet afternoon. I don't know. We'll see. Check this out. That is a moose print. Look at how big it is. Whew. It's raining. We're crossing a little river and going back into the woods. Fun. I hope this rain doesn't last very long. Here's our trail.
Thank you.
Full rain gear. You know, as soon as I put all this on, it'll stop raining. That's the theory anyway. Hopefully. Look at this. This looks like a good place to sit down if it wasn't raining. Thank you to whoever cut out this blowdown so that it's passable. Woo! Ah, that was downright delightful. So I am soaked through 3 layers. Just discovered, well, a while ago, that my rain pants are not waterproof. So I have wet pants, wet rain pants, and we're getting to the wet underwear layer. So I'm trying not to be crabby, but it does not feel very great. Anyway, I'm showing you this little cairn here because we just reached Pageant Lake. And so this cairn is showing us that we are at the campsite. This is redeeming my 3 wet layers. I was starting to feel like this was the part of the trip where I was starting to think, why am I doing this? I could be at home. But look at that moss. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just like rolling fields of moss. It's gorgeous. Even though this is not comfortable, this is beautiful, and it's like nothing else I've ever seen. Not quite. Oh, listen to that. Okay, I'm not crabby anymore. Look at all of that moss. So pretty. Whoop. Watch your step. Look how pretty these wet leaves are. I'm not crazy about this rain, but this is pretty. Well, we just passed the Range Lake campsite and decided, I think it's 2:30, and it's been about probably 3 hours of steady rain hiking. Doesn't seem like it's going to let up, and so I think we've done 9 miles. We're not really terribly worried about miles right now, but more staying warm because we're all wet. And so if we stop, we're going to get cold. So we're going to keep on moving and see what happens at the next campsite. I don't know what lake this is. Do you know what lake this is? Oh,
I want to know.
it's pretty. Okay, wish me luck. I would like that very much if you told me that this was Hustler Lake. Whoa. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Made it. Oh, look at that. Oh, it started raining again. Boo. We're still on Hustler Lake. We just made the group decision, since when we stop we get cold. We're gonna keep hiking a couple of miles to the best site on Hustler Lake. And oh my goodness, why do I always turn on? Oh my god, why do I always turn on my camera when we're crossing treacherous things? It's gonna be okay. Well, we just had a little adventure. We hiked on another 2 miles or so to get to the campsite on Hustler Lake. We originally were going to camp on Ranger Lake, and then with the rain we decided to just keep moving and stay warm and push on to Hustler Lake, which has a site that is supposed to be the best one on the trail. So we were really motivated to stay there, and we got there and it was completely full with an outward bound group, which they looked like they were having fun, and there were tents all over and the site was full. So you are not required to share your site in the Boundary Waters like you are on the SHT, and they do have requirements. So I think they have an 8-person limit on groups. So we are back on the trail and we're gonna go to the next campsite, which should be about 2 miles away. And I think we're doing really good today. It's a lot longer than we thought we were gonna hike today, but it's better than sitting in the cold rain. I'd rather keep moving. Well, we just ran into, right after my last recording, a huge beaver dam. Look at this. And it's messing up our trail, and we're trying to navigate, but the trail appears to just go right through water. And that's what the dam looks like. Look at that beaver dam. That is magnificent. Okay, whoa, oh my gosh. Oh, whoa. Ugh. 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 Right in the mud. Oh, I don't know if I want to walk up there. All right. Woo! Whoa! Ugh. 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 I just went knee deep in the mud. That was exciting. Ooh, I gotta fix my sock. Oh, gross, man. It was like beaver poop. I still have my shoe. That's all that matters. All right, beavers, you win. Next time, you win again. Nancy has decided to take the high road. Maybe. The rest of us went right through the mud. I know, I'm thinking you guys. And Nancy is going to try, you know, Nancy, you're going to anger the beavers. You're walking on their house, on the roof of their house. They're come out and cuss you out.
I don't know if this is quite a bad idea.
Just run down.
I think I should turn.
Look at her go. Yes. Nancy's gonna have the cleanest, driest shoes out of all of us on this trip. Thoughtful foot placement.
Across here now.
You're in the home stretch. That might be where I went in.
No, I think you were over there.
I don't know. Woo! You did it. All right. Well, we just hiked 2 miles pretty fast. And wow, so far we are at the next campsite. The sun, actually, it looks like the clouds might be parting a little bit. And I would be totally okay with that. I am really hoping that this is a good campsite, other people aren't already here, and that we can get some rest. We had a long day. Ooh, look how clear that water is. Oh, I better catch up with everybody. Unfortunately, the campsite at North Emerald Lake was inaccessible due to deadfall, and the trail was obstructed. So we are going to go to South Emerald Lake. And that's kind of our last shot for tonight. South Emerald better be a place we can camp. Otherwise, we're going to start running into trouble and losing light. So we don't want to do that. So we're back on the trail, heading to South Emerald Lake. Oh, look at the sun shining through the trees and the mist. Do you think this is our trail? I don't see a cairn, but there's a big log.
It does look like a trail.
Oh.
If you would like.
Oh, there's a cairn. Boom.
Oh, there it is.
I think this is it. 4th time's the charm. We found the latrine. In case you've never seen a Boundary Waters latrine, this is what it looks like. Ooh, that's number 3. I better find my friends. But the latrine is right off the trail. Not much privacy. Here's the trail. Here's the latrine. Oh, all right, onto our campsite. I think this is the South Emerald Lake campsite. Is that what we're calling this? Oh, we're gonna invite ourselves because we've probably walked like 20 miles today. Feels like it. Oh boy. We promise we'll be quiet. We were not anticipating this. We were thinking we were going to have the whole Sioux Trail to ourselves. Oh, look at that. It's like heaven. Oh. Hi.
You're doing the whole loop?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, 40% chance tomorrow it says.
No.
That's a 60% chance that it won't.
That's right.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Hello.
What happened last night?
It rained. We hiked in the dark. We talked to a grumpy man that wouldn't let us in his campsite. And we came here and met you fabulous people.
They did.
In 6 hammocks.
6 hammocks.
6 hammocks.
2 tents at the South Emerald Lake campsite, and we made a whole bunch of friends.
Yes.
Yay!
Best sight on the trail.
Everybody here was wonderful.
Check out Midwest Backpacker on YouTube.
We were just getting ready to leave South Emerald Lake and we had a relaxing, leisurely morning. Normally we're out of here so much faster. What time is it now, Nancy?
10:40.
10:40. That's got to be a record. It was actually really nice to just kind of lounge around, and we're all packed up. Our gear is wet. Some of us are wearing pants and some of us are not. This is what you do when your pants are wet. You hike in your shorties.
Right behind Super Jen, heading out of South Emerald. Woohoo! Super Jen in her super short shorts. It's a beautiful climb out of here. Not too steep yet.
Not yet. Angie, will you hike behind me? Nancy's recording my butt.
Limbo. We all made it. Are we going over that? Nobody knows where to go.
I'm trying to decide why there's all the tracks on here.
That's probably it then. If that's yeah, that's it.
I am currently on a beaver dam.
That's what the
Damn!
Beaver Dam crossings were.
DAM!
Oh, there's some laughter.
There they go. My girls across the beaver dam. Except for Andrea, she's stuck or something.
No, I'm rolling down my pants.
This is the beaver dam. Here's our view of it. So pretty.
So the Beaver Dam crossings on Snow Bay, they're more like this.
Oh, really? 'Cause that was actually, despite the long walk, it was kind of delightful.
They were more like that.
Everybody's doing their tick checks. Any ticks?
No ticks on me.
We just climbed a big hill. A long, big hill. And Andrea swore at it. I won't tell you what she said. But you know, we haven't had too many of those on this trail, so it's okay.
Thanks for clearing that web for us, Jen.
And Jen is making up random, strange songs for our entertainment.
That's why we're here. You're supposed to entertain us. You don't want to hear me sing. The only song I know is the Sublime song. It's what I got. I said, remember that love.
Guitar solo brought to you by Andrea.
I love the air guitar. It's my favorite part. Fair and short.
That's why it's so fun.
You can do it. Just commit. Commit.
Yeah.
We're all touching the moss.
It feels so cool. That's a big tree.
It really does feel cool. It's very squishy, spongy feeling. I'm gonna go check out the Agawato Lake site. Maybe have a lunch break here if it's not being occupied by anybody. I see a latrine. They like to put the latrines right on the path, don't they? Quite literally.
Oh my gosh, that is really funny.
But I suppose these are usually accessed from, or often accessed
Yeah, it makes it
from canoes.
for everyone to find.
Yep.
Like, oh, hi there. Hey there, buddy.
This is Lake Agawato. And apparently somebody was camped here last night who was less than welcoming to others.
Not taking visitors.
He needed some alone time, and I'm sure he got it. Man, what a gorgeous spot. So this huge honkin' rock, it's big, and the guys that we camped with last night talked about tucking in right under there and eating their lunch when it was pouring rain.
That looks like a good place to tuck in. If you're a bear.
Or a hungry hiker.
Ah. Oh, under here.
Yeah, that's what I think anyway.
There's another one over here.
Is it? Oh, okay. They said it was just big enough for the two of them.
Nice.
Either way, this has got to be the spot.
Yeah.
So, rainy day lunch spot right there on the Sioux Hustler Trail.
I finally got my camp set up. We ended up staying, I can't remember which campsite we are. We're on Shell Lake, and we heard some canoers go by and hearing that campsites were full, so we parked it here at about 3 o'clock. And feeling a little disorganized today. I think it's just because we were so tired from yesterday. And this is my little abode for the night. The sun is just starting to peek out, which makes us very happy, but still drying out. And I had a little bit of a crisis. I thought I left my tent stakes at the last site. I'm going to show you what my shelter looks like. But I thought I left my tent stakes at the last site where we were drying everything out, and whittled a whole bunch of tent stakes and was just kind of forlorn about my nice ultralight stakes being at the last site. And Andrea was getting ready to go walk 5 miles to go get them, and I found my yellow tent stake bag under a pile of yellow leaves. So isn't that, well, I was very happy to find that out, but it is a little bit funny that I was just like, oh, and here it is, the color of nature under these beautiful yellow leaves. I think I've walked through my shelter a little bit on past videos, but this is the Paladin tarp. I have made some doors on my own out of an old Big Agnes tent footprint. And then also my dog attacked my tent this summer and put a big rip in it. So what you're looking at here is a layer of tenacious tape on the outside, one on the inside, and a whole bunch of seam sealer in the middle. And it's been holding up good so far. And then usually I just kind of low-tech doors here. I just undo one of these, and inside everything's still drying out, so it's all messy in there. But that is my my Recon bivvy with my Revelation quilts, and you can actually see that little red thing is my Enlightened Equipment Torrid jacket too. So lots of EE gear. It's my favorite ultralight, Minnesota made. And yeah, this is my little shelter for the night. We're supposed to get some rain tonight, and hopefully I'll probably tighten this up a little bit, close the gaps, but it's nice to have a little breeze to keep the condensation down, and this little shelter has definitely been good to me. So I'm going to go do a little tour of the rest of camp. Just Shell Lake. One of them.
It's
Chalet. It's got a lot of wood here already, and the gals are building a fire, which makes me very happy because I have been hiking in my undies all day because my pants are still wet from yesterday. They're hanging up, and so it'll be really nice to warm up. And Andrea's really killing it with the fire. Nice. I know. And look at this beautiful fire pit. Like, this is legit. This is really cool. I love it. And this site has plenty of room for tents and hammocks. We saw some canoeists go by, and we did tell them we would share with them, even though you're not required to here, but they paddled on quick. We must have looked smelly. And I'm anxious to go on my first Boundary Waters paddling trip. That still hasn't happened for me yet, but here we are hiking, and I'm very excited about going on a paddling trip. Look at this. The water is so clear and clean and beautiful. We're going to come up here and see the hammock setups here. Nancy's still making her bed. Look at this one. This is the hammock with a roo. A little baby hammock for all the stuff. How cool is that? She's got a super great view in the morning. The sunrise should be out in that general direction somewhere. And Nancy has her set up looking good as well. Look at that bug net. No bugs. It looks really good. What do you call it?
Stays.
I hope it stays.
Yeah. I bruised my butt.
What happened?
Well, I tied it and I sat in it to test it, and I fell right down onto a root, and it's right here.
Oh no!
And I have an inside goose egg on my butt.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
And we have to hike, I think,
8 miles.
8 miles tomorrow. We were going to try to go to a campsite a little further, but we heard canoeists saying that campsites were full, and we were thinking we're either going to hike a few more miles or end up walking all the way to the car, which would have been like, I don't know.
No fun, because then we have to drive all the way
12
home.
miles, 15 miles, I don't know. So, hey, we're rolling with it, and we're excited to be at this nice site, and I think we're just going to get an early start tomorrow and make up some time. But this site is, I think this is one of the best ones we've seen yet, and we have it all to ourselves. So that is pretty, pretty sweet. Back to the fire. I'm going to sit here and relax. Andrea saves the day. Shell Lake. It's bedtime. We all just ate dinner and cleaned up and hung our bear bags, and this is the part of the trip where we're sad it's almost over, and we're also glad to be coming home to our families. I just sent my final made it to camp message to my family from my inReach, and yeah, and hoping for a good night's sleep. Where are we going?
We're going to a hole in the earth.
What? What?
Yep.
Oh, there's a crevasse.
Crevasse. Don't fall in, because I was trying to find a spot for my bear bag. But yeah, don't fall down there.
Holy moly. So if you're in this campsite, watch out for this major ankle twister. Okay, now we're going to bed. We're going to bed. Good night. This is our last morning at camp. Look at that. Oh, we're going to have such a great hike out today. It is a glorious morning. Look at the water. Dang, this is awesome. Whew, we just got onto a T, and if we take a left, we get onto the 5-mile trail that leads us back to the car.
That way we're going around the loop.
I know.
Oh, you want to do another loop? I have enough food.
I don't.
Well, we're back at the part of the trail where we originally got lost and turned around and had to bushwhack over there. And so we're crossing a beaver dam, and it looks a little muddy. But this looks pretty uneventful. We'll see. Phew! This is one stinky beaver dam. Wet feet. Stinky.
Go, Angie.
Ugh. Woo-wee. Ay. Oh my gosh. Sometimes trekking poles are your friends. Sometimes they get in the way. Poop, poop, poop. Oh. All right, we made it. How's it going there, Andrea?
Oh, you know, just another day on trail.
Well, here's a view of that little waterfall that we came across on our way in. Beautiful sight. We're getting pretty close to the end of the trail here. One more, well, I don't know, maybe at least one more big climb. We were just noticing that we've really hit peak here on the trail, and so many of the trees have already lost their leaves, and there's this blanket of gold. It's so pretty. What a perfect time to be here. It has changed so much since we came in, and we were just commenting that it's so nice to be walking in this direction on our way out, so we get this full view of the different view of the trail. Beautiful. Well, we made it back to the start. Here's the sign. Yay, we survived. And that was an excellent adventure. But I thought this trail was difficult. I thought it was more difficult than the SHT. Maybe not quite as much elevation, but trickier navigation, more like little blowdowns. I would say that I got turned around a little bit more on this trail than I normally do. So all the reviews say that you kind of have to make sure you know your navigation skills. You really are out here. I wouldn't be fearful of it, but you don't have blue blazes. You don't have always cleared trails. Watch out for cairns. Am I saying that right?
Yes, cairns.
Cairns. Cairns. Watch out for cairns and cut logs and any other markers that people put on the trail to try to make it easier. And yeah, we just had such a great time. I think we might do this one again. Maybe we'll go around the other way next time.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. Happy trails. We're headed to go find some
Food.
delicious food. The best part of ending a hike, eating.
The only good part of ending a hike.
Ha!
GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. Stop recording.
You have to say, GoPro, stop recording. I didn't realize what my hair looked like until I saw my shadow and my friends were. This is like, check that out. Who needs a mirror? We have a new game. Ooh, see? These are what our ancestors did for fun with their flashlights. Wait, they didn't have flashlights.
Mine's not gonna be as interesting. Nope.
Yours looks like Pippi Longstockings. Or put him down and it's like Willie Nelson.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a dog?
Hello.
Oh, that's very nice. Oh no! T-Rex just ate my dog. Dang it!
This is how you entertain yourself when you go on a backpacking trip.
We're up like 2 hours past bedtime right now. It's what, like 8:30?
Not even. It's 7:40.
It feels like 1 o'clock in the morning. Nancy. Nancy's still in the bathroom.
I see her lights, so she's over there.
Oh.
Should we go find her? Nancy! Did you fall in? Oh, that's carried.
The whole world just heard you ask Nancy if she fell in. The entire Boundary Waters wilderness.
I don't know what I meant.
The heavens, the skies heard you ask if Nancy fell in the
You
latrine.
don't know if I meant, well, everybody else on the lake probably heard me over.
She said, Nancy, did you fall in? That's good.